Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. What we're going to be talking about today is why experience does not matter when you're applying for a job, right? If you see a job that you like and that you think you can succeed in, but you see, oh wait, it needs 3 to 5 years of experience and you maybe just graduated out of college, it doesn't matter. I think you should still apply because on the list of kind of things that matter most when you're hiring a candidate and looking at them as a potential employee, I think that the years of work that they've done doesn't matter as much as, the context of that work, what kind of projects they were able to finish, to build, if they're a leader, how they worked in a team. All this other stuff is way more important than how many years of experience, they've worked, right? Maybe in bigger companies that, employ more old school techniques to hire people, maybe that would work more. Or maybe in the government, for example, that's something that's important for them. But I think in 2020, at a lot of these tech companies that you guys would want to work for, I don't think years of experience matters that much. And you should definitely not discourage yourself of applying to a job just because you have 1 year of experience and they need 3, right? You should still apply regardless. So if you're new to this channel, what we do here is we talk about how to become a software engineer or how to switch career paths to become a software engineer. And I try to give you guys as many tips as I can from my experience so that your journey can be as easy as possible and I can help you guys out. If you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So when you're looking at a job posting, when you're looking for a job and you're on Indeed, you're on AngelList, whatever it's going to be, and you see the requirements section, right, of a job posting, what you have to realize at first is that this is just a wish list. This is ideally the perfect candidate has all of these. That's how you should interpret that. You shouldn't interpret that as, if you want to work here, you need to know all of these things, right? Because usually there's a long list of languages, there's a long list of frameworks you have to know. There's a ton of experience required, but it's just like some basic criteria, and they put as many as possible so they can filter out people that don't have any. So when it comes to the years of experience required, right? What you have to understand is that just because you worked longer somewhere, or you're in the industry for more years, that doesn't mean that you're a better developer. That doesn't mean that you work better as a team, or you're more of a leader, or you've accomplished more projects, right? One person can accomplish a lot of things in 1 year, and another can accomplish way less in like 5 years, right? So when you're making your resume, even though you might have less experience, if you apply to a job that needs 3 years of experience and you only have 1 year, for example, but on your resume, there's a ton of amazing projects, very complex projects that, are very technical, and you're using technology that's very relevant today, guaranteed you're going to still get the interview and you can still get the job. Just because you don't have those years of experience doesn't matter. Way more important than years of experience are also side projects, right? This is specifically to people that want to get their first job, right? You have zero experience, literally zero. You want to get that first job, and everywhere obviously is going to require some kind of experience. Well, you don't have any experience, so what else do you have? You have the time, and you have the ability to work on meaningful side projects. You can solve some sort of problem in your life and kind of have something to talk about, have something to not only put on your resume, but then talk about during an interview. You can talk about the challenges you faced when building something. You can talk about, your wins, your failures, what the overall complexity of the application you made, and what kind of strategies you use to build different things, right? Building a project of your own opens so many doors and gives you so much to talk about in interviews, and it will greatly increase your chance of finding a job. So guys, quality of experience is way more than the quantity of experience you have, right? Very obvious, quality over quantity. It's a very popular saying, and yet again, it applies to this case. Another thing I want to mention is that if you look at a job and you see that, okay, maybe I don't have all the requirements, but you're confident in your own ability to succeed at this job, right? Maybe you look at the responsibilities on the job posting or something, and you see, okay, I can do this stuff, or you basically look at the job, and you feel like you can succeed, then definitely apply, guys. If you think you can succeed, why not apply, right? You'll be able to prove that even though you don't have the experience, you'll still be able to succeed. And oftentimes, if you're willing to put in the time to learn, if you can show, the company that you're trying to work for that, okay, I don't have the experience and I may not be, that good right now, but if you give me the chance, then I will learn quickly. I will work harder than the rest and I will put in a lot of time to learn. They might hire you too. A lot of these companies are investing for the future. They They want someone that can grow with them, that can grow into a more leadership position. And what better than someone that's, brand new to the field and wants to learn and wants to show what they're capable of. So guys, like all this stuff, there's no rules. If you see there's no experience, if you see you have no experience and it requires 4 or 5 years, apply anyways. Anything could happen, and oftentimes it does. The most important thing when you're applying to become a software engineer is your ability to learn quickly and your ability to solve problems. If you can learn quickly on the job and you can learn new texts, new languages, and you can solve complex problems and stay very composed, then you will be a successful software engineer. I would say your problem solving skills are probably the number one most important factor. After that, close second is your ability to communicate to a team, to communicate technical aspects to people that, aren't that technical, and to communicate things, back and forth with your team members. That's probably way more important than your years of experience. I know that if I was hiring someone and they had, way less experience, but I could tell from the get-go that I will work very well with them, that they're honest, they're transparent, they're not afraid to ask questions, they're not afraid to fail, then I would definitely hire them even if they didn't have that much experience, because I know that, given the trust, given the time, they're going to grow into a very good software engineer. So please, guys, don't be discouraged. This has happened to me before, and I've heard about this a lot, and a lot of people just don't apply, especially with things like, senior engineer, intermediate, junior developer. All this stuff is garbage. Like, if you're just starting out, you can apply for a senior position, right? A lot of the times they won't find anyone to fill in that senior engineer position, so they'll settle with, a junior. They'll hire like 2 or 3 junior engineers instead. All that matters when you're applying to a position is how confident you are in your own abilities to succeed. That's it. Don't let the fact that you're missing 1 or 2 things on the requirement section, or you don't have the years of experience, deter you from applying to your dream jobs. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It has some very helpful tips if you're a student in college or if you're trying to switch career paths. And guys, if you liked the video, feel free to comment down below if there's anything you disagree with, if there's anything you agree with, if there's anything you think that I missed, feel free to let me know down below. As always, guys, if you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe. Take it easy.